tuned into the Love Movement Podcast on IntellectualRadio-Podcast.
Right. Listen, everybody. This is a special day for me because I got my girl Lily here. But I want y'all to understand this is the Love Movement Podcast, and we welcome all our supporters and our followers. Got my co-host, Money Minded Toya Capri, and the hottest goddess, Lady Z. So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to have something special. We're going to turn some things around, and we're going to ask some questions. We're going to be transparent about what we got going on. And I want to say shout out to Weeda Brewer for calling and saying, hey, we couldn't see this part or that part. And, that's a great thing. We appreciate you. And on a sad note, we lost Gary PC Badger, and we lost Efren Burton. And we lost one of the top DJs in the area, Perry, and we just want to, if you guys can give a moment of silence for them. It was a tragedy. So never know about life. Anything can happen to anybody at any time. Age don't matter. We got a 2-year-old shot the other day, dead. Wow. So, just be grateful and thankful that you are here. Our sponsors, Blue Note 717, The View, and Viola Shy, we really appreciate you. I got some more sponsors that have committed to me, and we're going to do this thing right. But I got the one and only Leanne in the building, y'all. She been my A1 from day one.
Yes, sir.
We kicked it when I was a police counselor in school. Well, she lived right around the corner from me. She stayed on Harvard and 12th.
Yes, sir.
And I stayed on 7th and Harvard. So, but anyway, she's a ball of joy. She's no joke. She got a couple of events upcoming. I know the one at Legends.
Yes, sir.
For Valentine's Day, and you got a package deal. We're gonna let you talk about that in a little bit. But right now, we're gonna talk about our next contest. Because of you, I said, let me do a Valentine's contest.
Ain't no question.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the best dressed couple. Okay, the best dressed couple, and we're gonna give you the instructions. You only can make one entry. And we're not that 29 entries or whatever the case might be. And the reactions will be the winner. The people that get the most votes will be the winner. So at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is put money back into the community and show.
Now, when you say, not to cut you off, when you say best couple, you got to be specific on whether or not. Okay, best dress.
That's what I thought I said.
Okay,
best
all right.
Couple.
You said what you said. I didn't hear you.
Move that braid off your ear. you get it right.
But anyway, to get some clarity.
The hottest goddess, I appreciate you. But we're gonna have that contest. All the rules will come out. The contest gonna start on the 1st and end on the 14th. And we'll announce the winners on the 22nd. And I wanted to say thanks to all of the winners from last, Coco Love, Tiffany Jenkins, and the one and only Denise Daniels Owens for their participation in our last contest. We had a great time, and they all received their gifts, except for Tiffany. So we got to get it to her. I sent her a copy of it though.
Okay.
So she knows she gave
you legit.
But at the end of the day, we got a lot of things going on in the entertainment business. And it's kind of weird to me how it's fixing up. You got Monique going against people and people going against Monique. And some of this is rehashed information. But because of what's happening with P. Diddy, explain your feelings to me, how other people can be gay and they could be in the music industry, but his gayness is causing a problem. What do you think about that, boo?
Well, I'm going to first say I wasn't there, so I don't know what's going on there. You know what I'm saying? But what I would say is, for me, you know what I'm saying, I think it's like I'm out. I think from what we're hearing, it was, some like forceful play and all that, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, again, I wasn't there. So I can't tell you, about his situation, but I'm just who I am, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't put my lifestyle into, what I'm doing, because I got straight artists, as you can see, rocking with me, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I just live my life and be me. You go either love me or hate me. Long as you're talking about me, I'm doing something right. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, so and you know, I get it because this is who everybody don't understand. This is who we got.
Yes,
we
sir.
got the real Lee. But at the end of the day, Lee, to take a simple note, you look at what they're saying about P. Diddy, and they're saying that he's using his sexual orientation for influence. And he's trying to make these kids influence these kids into a different thing. And then they bring in T.D. Jakes as a preacher. And I don't know how true this is, but I looked at the video the other day. Yeah. His church was empty. I don't know if that, you know how people make up stuff. Yeah. And like you said from the beginning, we wasn't there. We don't know. It ain't my itch, so I don't have to scratch it. You dig what I'm saying? Two types
of business. I'm man. You know what I mean? But, you know, like I said, from what we can see, it's, you know, it just seemed like it was done wrong, you know. All the little cat I get, you know, is willingly, you know.
Oh, what I'm saying? Jesus Christ!
Oh God! You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, you ask, I'm gonna give it to you. You hear me? Like I said, you know, it seemed like theirs was more of a secret.
Okay.
You know, and it looked like underage. I don't deal with underage. You know, I'm the type of person, like, if me and a female out, I see little girls, you know, I don't even hold a woman's hand. You know, it's just certain ways I do things a little differently. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, they in the light. You know what I mean? And this what comes with it. So it's just best to, you know what I mean, stay straightforward and, you know what I mean, trust the Lord. I ain't got time for no kids. Hey, you know, I work with kids, but you know what I'm saying, that I don't do that type of business, so I don't know.
And that's understandable, and you know, you being transparent and stuff like that makes it work for us.
Yes, sir.
Because if you can't keep it real, then we don't know the real story.
Ain't no question.
And so if I can't get the real story, then ain't no sense in talking about
Fact.
it. But at the end of the day, you got an event.
Yes, sir.
That's coming up, and tell us about that event. First of all, I want to say this. Is this one of the young ladies that was singing in Kim Johnson's in them backyard?
Hey, let me tell you something. I mean, sweat, blood, and tears. You hear me? And her loyalty is real. You know what I'm saying? I can honestly say that. Like, you know, we was in the men's shoddy, my keyboard player out there. We was talking about last night. Can't remember. We was in the room.
We was in the room
with a twin size bed, piano. 2 drums, a piano, and a bass player. About 4-5 singers. You know what I'm saying? Sweating bullets. You hear me? No air. Hey, we were rocking. We were getting to it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Karen, man, she the truth. I mean, Karen, the truth. I have to stay on it. You know, I don't know why she's sitting on all this talent.
We gonna get Karen to blow a note before she.
Hey, I mean, she can do that. You know what I mean? She definitely natural.
Okay, so tell us about the event. Tell us what's going on.
You know, a year and a half ago, my mom, when she got sick, she told me, Lee, get the band back together. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, I want to do a community choir. I couldn't get that together. You know what I'm saying? Because I write a lot of gospel music. Couldn't get that together. And then I say, you know, let me just call my crew back. You know what I mean? I called everybody up and I say, let's go into 2024. Valentine's Day, the first holiday. You know, let's start and see, you know what I'm saying, where we can go with it. And I called everybody. They was with it. I set the practice date. Everybody showed up. And we coming to give you a show. You know, we not your average band. We not standing up singing, you know, Dream Girls, you know what I'm saying, dancing. You hear me? Like, we coming to get, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all here now, 708-223-8953. Y'all got anything to say to this lady? 708-223-8953. Call in.
Talk to me, because I'll talk back.
I have a question. Quick thing. For the people that don't know who Lily is, what is your position with this collaboration as far as you forming a group?
Well, my position is teamwork make the dream work. You know what I'm saying? That's my position. You know what I mean?
Title wise is what I'm saying.
I don't hold a title. You know, the circle I build is everybody come with the same work ethic. We all work together.
Okay, well, let me find another word. What's your responsibility?
Pretty much the manager.
Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. Because people need to know what is it that Lily do? I know Lily has multiple talents. So right now we're talking about this particular talent. So
being the superstar that I am,
okay.
I know a superstar. You hear me when I see one. You know what I mean? Right. I mean, this is true. See, you have came back to one of my concerts years ago, right?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I know a superstar when I see one. You hear me? And I go search for the talent. when I see a superstar, I got a mouthpiece on me. Come work with me. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah. And that, hey, listen, and I mean, being the manager of an organization with young ladies like this, it comes along with a lot of responsibilities. How do you handle those challenges?
We respect ourselves first. We respect others. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we work with guys, and I'm straightforward. I come to rehearsal because I keep beautiful women around me. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, for me in the industry, you gotta have talent, but you gotta have looks too. You know what I'm saying? So, in my practice, it's no flirting. It's a care.
No, we be chilling.
It's strictly,
it's a family
vibe, and we coming to work. You know what I'm saying? And the guys that we work with, they protect us. You know what I'm saying? We get there, they come to get us out the car. They walk us to the car. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a family vibe. You know what I mean? I think my little leadership that I do like bring, I think it's holds
not little.
It's a solid foundation. I could say that.
Well, that's good stuff. So Karen, what when Lily approached you, how did it feel when she said, "Hey, let's do this"? I got a dream.
Okay, so we started a long time ago before I even had kids and everything. So it was like 9 years, maybe like 9 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. I seen y'all sing in Kim Johnson's backyard or something, and her husband or her son was a DJ.
Yeah, we was at the we didn't perform over there, but Love will head parties on the back there.
Yeah.
But I've sung all my life, and I really started singing in church. So when Lily wanted to do it, I was hesitant at first because sometimes you don't see what other people see in you, and so dance has always been my first love. So when she wanted to do the band, I'm like, okay, I've been knowing Lee all my life. I'm born and raised in Maywood as well, so I've been knowing her all my life. So I just gave it a shot, and like she said, we were in the room working hard. She was a push, so I had to get comfortable with doing it, continuing to do it in that way, and not just singing gospel, but singing other things. So her and Shadi and the rest of them, believing in me is what pushed me to continue to do it. And then she reached out a few months ago and was like, let's get this back going. Let's do this again. And honestly, if it was anybody else, I would have said no. But because it was Lee, I know her drive, I know her passion, I know her leadership skills, I know what the camaraderie that we all had together. It made it 1,000 times more easier for me to say, okay, I know it's in me. These are people I trust. These are people that I know that continue to push me to do what I love to do. So why not?
There you go.
Let the church say amen.
All right.
Yeah,
all right then. So Lady Z, you've been in this world too. This entertainment world, and what are some of the challenges that you had trying to go to different events and have parties? Do you have promoters that say, oh yeah, well we was gonna do it like that, but now when you get to the party, it's changed?
Okay, there's a lot of questions in
well,
that.
just
that question.
The change is really what I want to know. Do you have an event scheduled, and then when you get to the event, the prices change, the whole system change, whatever, however it go?
I'm confused on that question, but no, there are no prices per se. But you do have, I guess some people have fees for open mics and things of that nature. But me personally, I was always confident in my talent to the point where I felt like I shouldn't have to be paying for things. So I've never really had those issues.
Superstar don't pay for nothing.
Where things will change. Lily has been to maybe a couple shows that I've done.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, it's all about the energy.
See the truth, baby. See the truth. See the goddess.
That's why she on the show, because
yes,
she the
sir.
truth.
Yes, sir.
And that's all we keep. What you think about how Lily expressed? Take the hat off. I want to see that haircut.
Hey, that's the style.
Right.
Oh, that's the
I'm trying to see how it sits up there, but she's
my role model too, y'all. If y'all didn't know, this is my role model my whole life.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The hilarious part is she's absolutely always called me role model. And I've been like, Lily, I don't want to be nobody role model.
She never played.
But
she would make you read a book.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'm a firm believer in education. But I'm proud of you, Lily. I think that you've done a great job with all of your many talents. I didn't know the music side, so I'm happy to hear that. And I'm looking forward to your show on Valentine's Day. But I think anybody that shows up as a humble leader, to me, I have a lot of respect for, because a lot of people rule with dictatorship and force, and you're gonna do it my way, and your way is not even up for discussion. So I like the fact that you are collaborative. It sounds like you bring people in with you, and it sounds like you guys do great together, and the chemistry is good. So again, I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
That'll work. Now we got a couple of your band members that are outside. What are they part of your group, or are they? I mean, they're part of your group. They the band, and you got the singers and everything.
Let me humbly say it.
Okay.
I thought Karen told you. You hear me? Yeah, everything is part of me. You hear me? You understand me? Locked in with me. You hear me?
I told y'all this was gonna be a learning moment for me too, because she the truth, man. She always been like this, and that's why I love you.
Yes, sir. I love you too, sir.
You ain't changed.
Would never.
And you used to play basketball.
I still do. No, I'm just saying. I'm doing that.
And Lily is a sideline coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What you be coaching sideline? Football and basketball?
Everything.
Anything.
Hey, look. Get the ball. Don't pass. Run and go.
Right. I'd be like, Lily, you do know he has a coach down there,
no,
right?
sir. It starts at home, right, CB?
Yeah, that's it.
Come on now.
Start at home. That's what it's all about. Hey, look, and if that's what something that they want to do as a parent, we just got to support.
That's all,
You
baby.
dig what I'm saying? I don't care what it is. If they want to play Miami Pigs or Jacks, we got to show them how to move that jack and grab that ball. You dig? So at the end of the day, I'm very proud of you. Now, what we going to do is we going to take a little break, and we're going to bring in your band members.
Okay.
But before we go, I want you to tell us the date, time, and how the concert is going to go and where it's going to be.
It's going to be at Legends Bar on 5th, right across the tracks, right before you get to Lake.
Jeremiah Brownlee.
Yeah, Jeremiah Brownlee. 7 o'clock, the doors open. Show going to start about 8:15. We suggesting to get the tickets so you ain't gotta, stand at the door and pay. You know what I mean?
How do they get the tickets? Tell them.
Oh, everybody got tickets. Everybody got tickets. Or you come to my shop, 7003 Roosevelt Road. But you can reach out to anybody. Y'all can find me on this page. He been posting me. Z been posting me. So just click on my page, hit me up. You know what I mean? We also taking Cash App. So if you pop up at the door with the Cash App to the name Superstar Label, you can get right on in. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? So it's $30 per person. It's $50 for the couple. You know what I mean? Like I say, we coming to give you a show.
There you go.
Yeah.
We spinning off our contest off of your show. That's what we gonna do. So Earl, give us a few seconds, and we want you back in here, Karen, so you can sing for us too.
Yes.
Okay. So bring them in.
You were tuned into the Love Movement Podcast on IntellectualRadio.com. You are tuned into the Love Movement Podcast on IntellectualRadio.com.
Hey, welcome back. We got two of these brothers that's part of the band for the superstar, Miss Superstar, Rashad and Jawan. Am I correct? And you are the piano player, and you are?
I'm an artist.
And you the artist, meaning that you were singing along with the band.
Yeah.
Okay. And tell us what your role and how you bought into Leanne's dream. How you buy into that?
Well, like that's my cousin.
Okay.
So we grew up in the same church.
Okay.
And me and her been together since I was 14. I'm now 29.
Okay.
So we've been doing it.
Okay.
So we took some breaks, came back. Now we back.
You took some break. So how's it for you? I mean, you doing it in church, then you're doing it on the other side of the church.
Right.
How did that work for you? I mean,
hey, it's a business.
Okay.
So you got to be well-rounded, whatever you do.
And that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense for what you're doing. And what about you, my man? You just how's the relationship? How did y'all come together?
I actually just got up with them like a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
We just started working together. She can talk to you.
Okay.
She said she got a mouth.
Yeah.
And what's your background? What's your background with her?
With her?
I mean your background as a singer
as
and
an artist. I've been doing music since I was like 13.
13.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been rapping for a long time. I feel like.
Okay.
Put out an album a couple years ago. I got a couple singles out right now.
What's the name of them?
Don't Care. Don't Care is one of them. And Blame You is another one.
And how can the people hear it? How can they
you can go on YouTube anywhere. Look it up on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm thinking that's our somebody called in the love line.
My bad.
That's okay. We all good, man. This is live. This ain't.
I got
so
you.
it is what it is. But you guys been in the entertainment game, and now you into the church. What you think about this TD Jakes thing?
Yikes!
I mean, just
right to
we
it.
wasn't there. We gonna jump right into it because I mean, this is entertainment,
right?
And he's an entertainer,
right?
He might be a preacher to some people, and some people he's just an entertainer,
right?
What do you think about how he comes across with P. Diddy and all the parties and stuff like that?
See, my thing is like, especially with being in church, like my aunts, uncles, everybody either sing, play an instrument, or preach. But with me, it's like I look at everybody as regular people.
Yeah.
What you do once you walk from up there, you a man. Whatever you do, whatever you get caught with, that's on you. I don't put the pedestal of you a pastor, so you shouldn't do X, Y, and Z, because it's certain stuff I shouldn't do as just a everyday person sitting in the pew at a church. So I don't put that over nobody, man.
Okay. And what about you? What you think about the whole situation with all the wars among the black entertainment community?
I think it's bad for the community in a bit. You know what I'm saying? In a way, a lot of ways actually. Especially like with a lot of our comedians. You see a lot of our comedians right now like beefing, and it's like, dang, even our comedians beefing now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
Funny,
It's supposed to be, but it is though. Like
it's a serious funny.
It's funny though. Like when you look at it, like the whole little Cat Williams thing. Like, but again, like he said though, like at the end of the day, you grown. You your own person. You do what outside of you entertaining me. That's your life.
But Cat Williams, I mean, he didn't stretch it out a little bit because it was the fight before with him and Kevin Hart and about Tiffany Haddish and Macho, that Miss Camacho. It was a fight about them. But now he didn't challenge the man on his own turf, dude. Yeah. He didn't told this man you could put a basketball court, you could put 2 mics and we can have a rap game. You could do a comedy battle, and I'll put up $1 million for each one. That's gotta be that's strong. That's a gangster stuff like that. Huh?
That's how you go. If you go come out, you gotta come out strong. You
gotta come out strong.
Yeah.
So hey, and were you guys involved in any bands before you met up with Lily?
I mean, with me, I play almost every day. So it's like church, gigs, wherever. So I'm pretty much locked in every day for real.
So you play at Legends also? Do you?
No. But I know the owner.
You know the owner?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like everybody's kind of in that same church group kind of thing. So
yeah,
it's like a branch off thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now with the entertainment industry in the Chicagoland area, is it more of a underground thing for rappers to try to get in to feel yourself? And, you know, how do you get in that game as a rapper?
I think it's consistency. You know what I mean? Like nowadays, it's not even what you rap about. You know what I'm saying? If you got a catchy hook and you consistent with your music and your videos and visuals, that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A following. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of these producers and, you know, big labels and stuff looking for now is, what kind of following do you got already by yourself?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it is, in a way, it's easy, but then in a way it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Because if, like, you can be a talented rapper and not have the, you know what I'm saying, the product and the following to back it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of tough.
And that's an issue we've had over the years.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of tough.
You do got great talent out here, but they'll never get to really showcase their talent because you got all these bubblegum folks out here with following.
And you know what? And that was some of the things that they were saying. Some of the artists were saying, like, they were riding Tiffany Haddish because she was given a position based on Kevin Hart, not because of her talent.
But I think that's how, like, I spent a lot of time in Atlanta. You know, I did a lot of music. Like, I did a lot of my music time in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I was on that scene for a minute, and it's just a big difference between, like, here and there, because there, everybody helping everybody.
Yes.
You might not see it, but everybody's helping everybody. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I got to this position. Now I'm going to get you here. Just give me a minute. Keep doing what you're doing, but I'm going to get you here. But then, like, on the flip side, it's like,
Chicago.
these guys be like, I'm gone. I'm here, like, bump you, shorty. You know what I'm saying?
You know, one thing about Chicago, we a lot of artists, we feel like we self-made. You know, everybody laid back. And it's I don't know if it's the ego thing or we definitely confident.
Well, we all self-made. You know what I'm saying? In a way, all artists.
We are, but I'm telling you, Chicago got a whole nother swag. And a lot of people don't want to work with Chicago artists because we have that stigma.
Right.
Like, you know, we think we better than everybody else. Basically, we think we better than everybody else. Or, you know, so.
Right.
Okay. And then you know what? That's how it works. But I appreciate you brothers coming in and sharing your information with you. I didn't want to leave you out there, and y'all came all the way out here. We're going to take another commercial break, and then we'll be back, and we're going to have Karen blow a note for us. All right? Okay.
Tuned into the Love Movement Podcast on IntellectualRadio.com.
Thank you, man. I'm really digging on that, Earl. That's a hell of an introduction. Now we just broke back up in here, and we got Karen back with us, and we got Melissa J. Melissa J, tell us how you came a part of this group.
Ooh, well, I've been a part of this group for quite some time. But I actually know Lil. She actually used to have a son who's 1 or going on 2 now. And we used to go to the barbershop all the time, get his hair done. And so we've been going for so long, but never really talked about music until my boyfriend really was like, she does music, she sings, she writes. I'm gonna be very honest with you. When you suppress your purpose and you just, I don't know if you've ever watched the movie The Incredibles, the Disney movie. You got these people that walk around that are superheroes and they suppress themselves and just living in of the world, knowing that you're supposed to bring your talents to fruition. So when we literally were talking and my boyfriend mentioned that I did music, she was like, well, let me hear. He played it. She said, ain't no way. Who is this person? So I got the call to go ahead and introduce myself. And she's like, man, your son's been coming all the time. So long story short, once I talked to her, I literally said, I will not tap back into music, God, until you bring me XYZ, and it has to be in this kind of format. Then I know you're serious, because I don't want to come across anybody who's just fluff, and you run into a lot of that in the business. I've been there, I've done that.
And you mean, when you say fluff, what do you mean by fluff?
BS. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
What somebody can do for you, or you're pretty, you're talented, you can do this, and they just use you for your talent.
Yeah.
So not only did I have to be aware of that, but I had to grow in that to understand my boundaries of what you want, what you don't want, what to look for, what to be aware of, what to pray around, what to block, all of that. So now I'm at a perfect stage in my life where I'm really understanding the world and the spiritual realm. And when I told God, if it's supposed to happen, then you let it happen. So here I am today. And, I just thank God for allowing me to have, I used to audition for The Voice. I know how that goes. I know how being on Broadway, and I used to be part of the Dream Girls, and I used to write for other people. So I've been well-rounded, talent agent, you name it. Kids used to be in it. So I know it, but I wasn't ready to tap in until he put me through a lot of experience to understand what my boundaries were, and to also just love myself and to realize when it's time to make that decision.
So, and that's that's tough. I mean, because my son was married to Monica, and I was in that world. I had I was I want to say this. At Shannon's wedding, I was playing 3-card Molly. I was taking their money.
What?
That's what I said.
That's what I said.
And so that world with all of the people that was around him, and the things that they were doing, and they were moving pieces, and I see Tiny and T.I. and I see what's that other boy name? Ludacris, and I see Jamie Foxx, and I see Lorenz Tate, but I knew Lorenz Tate before he even got in the game, before he went out there, because his dad was good. But it's a lot of challenges.
It is
in that game, and one of the challenges is looks.
Yes.
See, somebody will hate on you because how you look.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Hate on you and take advantage of you.
they will.
Not strong enough.
Now, what we want y'all to really explain what's going on Thanksgiving. I mean, not Thanksgiving. Valentine's Day again. And explain that to us. And then we want y'all to blow us a note before we go. Okay, y'all got something?
So
y'all can sing together. Y'all going?
I'll let her explain, and then we'll.
Yeah, there you go.
So Valentine's Day, we have our show 7:00 at Legends. Doors open at 7. Show will start between 8 and 8:15. We have myself. We have another singer, Bianca, and then we have some rappers as well that are going to do some pieces. And it's really about love. It's Valentine's Day, so it's about love. Bringing your man, your woman, whoever you're dating, your partner, coming out, enjoying yourself, having some food, having some drinks, listening to some good music, a live band, and just having a good time and enjoying R&B, bringing that R&B feeling back, that vibe back, that grown and sexy vibe.
There you
and
go.
Just having a great time.
Yeah, we're going to spin off with that with the best dressed couple.
Yeah.
And we're gonna give away cash.
Now, will you guys be doing cover songs or original pieces?
So most of the songs we're doing cover songs. I think we have maybe like 1 or 2 with the rappers that are doing some original pieces. But for the most part, we'll be doing some covers. So we have some Jasmine Sullivan, some Old School Mary, some Ari Lennox, some Isley Brothers and Beyonce. Okay. So we got some vibes going on for the night. So definitely come check it out. It's going to be a time. For sure.
And we love that. So why don't y'all give us about 3 or 4 about 2 bars of that good stuff that y'all know, and we'll she'll, however you do it, she'll pick up on it. We just want to hear you out.
Okay. If I had you back in my world, I would prove that I could be a better girl. No, if you let me back in, I would show never, never, never let you go again. Hey, baby.
All right. Okay. Hey, there you go. Thank you, Karen. That was sweet of you.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Listen, Jay, it's on you now.
Lay your head on my pillow. Here you can be yourself. Ooh, no one has to know what you are feeling. No one but me and you. Ooh.
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it right here on the Love Movement Podcast, 708-223-8953. Listen, we really appreciate you ladies for coming out. We appreciate our audience. We appreciate our supporters. We appreciate our sponsors. We appreciate Earl Winfrey and the Intellectual Radio shows.com. This has been a beautiful day. Earl, I want to appreciate and thank you in some kind of way. Send me that plug for the Love Movement Podcast, because we putting some things together as we spoke today, and that was a great surprise, and I really, really appreciate you. So to all our fans, as we always say in our closing, please treat people the way you want to be treated and never give up. This is the Love Movement Podcast. Love you.
Yes.
You were tuned into the Love Movement Podcast on IntellectualRadio.com.
Just got dressed, need something to get into. Pretty girl on deck, she just wanna have fun too. She know how to roll one.